Hi, I'm Laura, and this is Abigail.
Hi.
We're with Franklin Lakes Public Library. Today we're going to be painting this little ocean starfish scene as best as we can. So if you don't have a small canvas at home, you can use a piece of cardboard, even a paper plate. If you have watercolors, crayons, colored pencils, we're using acrylic today. So, again, this is what we're painting. Hard to see. We're going to need to see it because we're copying it. All right. So, oh, we need paper plates. As you can see, we're better off when we can do this with you in the meeting room, but since we can't. So, if you have kids at home, you can do it outside on the picnic table. That way you don't have to worry about mess. So we're using a turquoise color paint. If you have turquoise, you can also mix blue and white and make the watercolor, add some different colors. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, and you can either take your sponge brush, if you have a sponge brush or a regular brush, is we're going to kind of put, and I'll kind of draw the, and then we're going to, so I just did this, and then we're going to, because this is our water, so we're going to fill this in. See. This is Abigail. I think it's your first time, right? You did the string art, but this is her first time doing
I'm already
painting.
Failing.
There's no right or wrong, and I always say that in the classes. Yeah, you got it, girl. So this is going to be the sand part right here. So almost like a half moon. Well, I don't know what you want to call a quarter of a moon, quarter of a piece of pie. And everyone's beach is going to be different, so don't worry. We're going to add white. Oh, you know what? I did not forget the brown. Okay, you pour a little white for the waves. I'm going to go get the brown and some sponge. And you can use kitchen sponges too.
Yes. This is a really exciting project, and it's a great project for older people and younger people, kids and parents and grandparents alike. Very easy with little to no materials necessary. So,
good job. So I got the brown. It is dark, so we want light sand, so we're going to end up mixing that with white too. And I have sponges. If you have sea sponges, you can use that, or if not, a kitchen sink sponge, but ask your parents if you're a child. So I'm just going to dip it in the white for the waves. And just going to go like this. And then if I want to put a little down below, the waves. You got it, girl. I'm going to save that white, and we're going to add some brown. And I'm going to mix this brown because it's very dark. You might have a lighter brown at home. So we're going to get another brush. Doesn't matter what brushes you use. Like I said, you could even use crayons or whatever. Just do lighter. Don't press as hard for the sand color. So if I want this a little whiter, I'll add more white. Depends how light you want your sand to be. So next Wednesday, Jen and I will be doing tie-dye with tea bags, different colored tea bags. So make sure you get some different colored teas, either white pillowcase or socks or t-shirt. And you can join us on Wednesday, the day after this. Now again, if you wanted to use a sponge for the sand, you could, with flecks in it. Get a good sand color.
Thank you. I decided to put more white in it. Because I like really sunny days at the beach, and I feel like darker is more overcast look. But every beach is beautiful.
That's right.
Unless it's litter.
Love the rain. And if you didn't want to do it landscape, you could also do it portrait.
Yes.
So it's all a matter what you like. while I let that dry, I'm going to get red paint. And if you don't have red, even like a light pink, you could use for the starfish. The starfish was probably my hardest part because I just guessed. If you don't want to guess the starfish, you could wait for it to dry and lightly pencil sketch a starfish. But you'll see, I just wing it. So I'm going to probably take a thin brush for the starfish. Should I be waiting for it to dry? Probably. But, oh wait. Well, first I'll do it in red before I add the white. Now, the one in my original picture is quite large. I don't think I'm making this one as large. And I'm just kind of winging it. So it kind of looks like a flower.
Mm-hmm.
And the good part is, as you know, I always use glitter. If you don't have glitter, don't worry about it. I mean, you could sprinkle salt on the wet paint if you wanted to get that texture, the sparkly or the sandy texture.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back in and add a little bit more of my blue, just the slightest bit on the corner of this to bridge the gap between the sand and the ocean.
Then hold it up and show them your masterpiece there.
So, as you can see, I have my ocean and my sand, but in between, because I did the sand second, regardless of what way you would do it, there's still a little gap that's bothering me. So I just decided to go in and redo a little bit of the waves so it would overlap the sand a bit better. And you can do this with whatever tool you have.
And if you didn't want to put a starfish, you know, you could put a pair of flip-flops if you wanted. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you feel like putting. You could put a beach ball if that's easier. That wouldn't be bad, a multicolor. I'm just going to sprinkle some glitter on my starfish here. Glitter does get everywhere, so if you want to do it out in your yard, go for it. And then I did a little seashell. And I think I used that brush with the brown, but I dipped it in white. But I don't know. This brush might be a little too big for my seashell. Let me try a smaller brush.
And I'm not as talented at making things like that, so I just added more texture to my waves with a white.
Nice.
And I went in with a little white.
Yeah, it looks good. So you can either do a beach ball, flip-flops, whatever you think.
Yes.
The seashell, I'm just winging. I'm just winging. And I'm making it smaller than my original.
I think the glitter is so cute. I kind of want to put the glitter in the ocean.
I know. Yeah, wherever your paint's wet is where the glitter will stick. So just be careful if you don't want it in the ocean. Oh, I have a little black to kind of try to shape the seashell. I guess that we over poured a lot of paint. You don't need that much paint on a small canvas. So I could have made this a beach ball, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know.
Wait, I want this yellow. I'm going to replace the background with
All right.
yellow. I'm going to try and make a pair of flip-flops like you suggested.
Cool.
Because I'm going to give this to my friend Raquel, and she loves the beach. And her bedroom for her dorm is yellow colors.
I think this is going to be a beach ball, folks. Just saying. I think I've changed my mind. And this is the good thing. Also, if you wait for it to dry, it's easier to paint over, but I don't have patience to wait. So I'm going to do a red and white beach ball, I think. You can also wipe it with a paper towel. But that's the good thing. There's no right or wrong. I just have to wait for it to dry, which I'm impatient. We do offer curbside only pickup from 6 to 9, Monday through Thursday now. So if you wanted to place an order, and give them a pickup time. We'll bring it out to your car for you. Also go to our website. Oh, fell asleep. Yep. Go to our website. You can get ebooks and audiobooks and movies. You can download to your device for free with your library card. We've got Hoopla Digital and Libby for Hoopla Digital. Digital is movies, music, audiobooks, and ebooks. And Libby is audiobooks and ebooks.
How would you make a pair of flip-flops?
I would go something like this, like a, for the foot. And then maybe a V for the thong part.
Like
when it's
that?
dry. Yeah, and then you'll do a little V with a small brush for the... Okay, so I've got red, but I'm going to put white dots for the beach ball.
I'm just gonna... So as you can see, now that it's dried a little bit, I decided to put just a mini pair of flip-flops. And I think they actually turned out pretty good at free-handed. And I'm just going to wait till they dry a little bit more before I decide to go in with more paint, because you don't want the two paints to mix.
Right.
We are on more of a fixed schedule, so we are doing it with less patience, but...
Yes, they used to me during the class.
Yeah.
So does this look like a beach ball? No, I could put lines when it dries. You know how they do the stripes?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I'm trying to do it now while it's wet. Okay. Or I could just make it white. Or if I don't like it at all, I can just go over it with the sand. Like this. And that's what I'm doing. You know how it is.
I do.
I did not like my beach ball or my seashell, so I might just leave it.
Should I outline these in black?
Yeah, you can when they're dry, definitely. That would look good.
Yeah. And then or maybe I'll outline them in orange and make the
that would be nice.
Orange.
So now I am waiting for mine to dry. I just put the starfish. She's putting flip-flops.
Yes.
That's good. So she's going to outline them in orange when hers dries, and then she's going to, you could either take a black permanent marker or a thin brush with black paint. And she's going to do the V for the flip-flop part.
Yes.
So we thank you for joining us today. We hope you're well. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.